Well, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Grohlvana, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout 3. In the last episode, we turned in the Riley's Rangers quest, and we also collected 30 freaking Nuka-Cola Quantums, actually 31. And the reason for that is because there's a quest in this game called the Nuka-Cola Challenge, which is given to you by, I forget her name, but she lives right there in that beautiful town of Girdershade. And don't worry, I don't know why the sand is not rendered, but that's fine. Oh my god, a Yaoguai is running straight at my face. Okay, let's stop him in his tracks and highlight his head. Come on, come on. I had it. Oh god, this is my least favorite part of this game, I think, is trying to find the freaking head. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, goodbye, Yaoguai. If only we had the animal friend perk, your head would not be removed from your body. Oh well. Okay, so this is the illustrious town of Girdershade, and this is really weird. The sand just does not want to render. Oh my god, look at this. What are we, in Nintendo 64 days? Okay, let's go ahead and activate this location. You have discovered Girdershade. Wonderful. I cannot wait to turn in this quest and get rid of it. Okay, so there we go. Now the gravel, sand, whatever you want to call it, has rendered. Alright, so Girdershade is a very ginormous town, and that's sarcasm because we literally only have two buildings here, Sierra's house and Ronald Laren's home. So we have to do a quest involving Nuka-Cola, and there's a whole bunch of Nuka-Cola bottles around here, and there's also a Nuka-Cola sign out here. So I think this is where we're going to go to. Sierra Petrovita's home. Inside we go.
Well, hey there, stranger.
Hi.
Sierra Petrovita's the name. Good to see a new face in Girdershade. I take it you're here to check out my Nuka-Cola collection and take the tour.
No. Yes, of course. Nope. I'm not really interested in seeing your collection. But just to be polite, Nuka-Cola collection? Wow. Yeah, okay. Nuka-Cola collection? Wow.
I have one of the best Nuka-Cola collection in the capital wasteland. Heck, I've won the Nuka-Cola Fan Club Collection Award for the last 10 years in a row.
Yeah, something makes me think that that doesn't exist. There's a Nuka-Cola Fan Club?
Yep, I'm the president, the recording secretary, and the treasurer. Once a year, we gather here in Girdershade to have a cook-off using Nuka-Cola and the recipe. Last year, I went with my poached roach and Nuka sauce. Delicious.
Gross. Wait a minute, how many members are in your club?
Well, only 2 right now, me and Ronald. But membership is open to the public. You can join if you like.
Let's see. Who's Ronald?
Ronald? Oh, I'm sorry. I figured you met him already. He usually chats with people who enter Girdershade. He's my neighbor and my protector, as he calls it. Imagine if some nasty raider wanted to take my stuff. He'd show them a thing or two. He's such a sweetie. You should talk to him.
Okay, tell me more about this Ronald guy. Yeah, he sounds great. So you mentioned a tour of something?
I sure did. Want to take it now? How can you resist? This stuff is so cool.
Yes, of course.
Well, come on then. Let me show you around. But no free Nuka-Cola until the end of the tour.
Fair enough.
When Nuka-Cola was invented by John Caleb Braverton in 2044, it quickly became the world's most popular soft drink.
Right. Of course, everybody knows that. That's common knowledge. You're just gonna... Okay. Moving on. I think you have to do this, by the way. I'm pretty sure you have to go through this tour.
The Wonder Drink soon drew a dedicated following, which prompted the Nuka-Cola Corporation to release many promotional items like these.
Let's see. So we've got a little Nuka-Cola truck there, and I don't know what else she's talking about, considering there's only bottles. Oh, well, I guess she means that banner and that lamp. Okay, fair enough. Oh, and that clock. Look at that.
By 2067, a Nuka-Cola machine such as this rare, pristine model could be found on almost every street in America.
Okay, so this one says pristine vending machine. It actually requires a key, and I think there's a lot in there, if I remember right. I'm not sure.
Even in today's crazy world, Nuka-Cola is still the #1 choice of refreshment among Armageddon survivors. As promised, here's a little pick-me-up. An ice-cold Nuka-Cola. Just look at the frost on the bottle. So cold and delicious. Pardon me. I tend to lose myself when I hold on to a Nuka-Cola. Before I get to the little proposition I have for you, let me tell you a little bit about Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Quantum, never heard of it before, but of course we have, considering we have 31 bottles in our inventory. Just cut to the chase. What's this proposition? And if you do ask about it, I think she tells you that Nuka-Cola wanted to celebrate something, so they made a new type of drink, but it was like, I think it was really dangerous to people if you drank it. So, yeah, that's the funny story behind that. Just cut to the chase. What's this proposition?
So impatient. Wow. You must really want to get out there and start looking. Anyway, for every bottle you bring me, I'll pay you some caps. You know, for expenses. But if you're super cool and find like enough bottles to fill my Nuka-Cola machine, 30 in all, I got a super secret cool prize for you.
Speech 100%. Come on, Sierra. No secrets between friends.
Oh, okay. I have a schematic for the Nuka grenade. The only one in the whole capital wasteland. Bring me the bottles, and it's yours. Imagine the look on the target's face when they are burning alive in an effervescent explosion of cola and fruit flavors. So, what do you say? Will you bring me the bottles?
Okay, Sierra, you've got a deal.
Oh, goody! I can taste the quantum already. Good luck to you, sweetie.
Okay, let's see. Do you know someone named Grady? Oh, right. So that was, yeah, people were mentioning when we were doing those quests, we found that there was like what's it called? A holotape of some guy talking about something that he wanted to find. So, yeah, let's go ahead and ask about that.
Nope. Sorry.
Okay. Is there anything else interesting to see near Girdershade? I'm pretty sure there's not. Tell me more about the Nuka grenade. It's a schematic that you can, it's a weapon that you can make with a schematic. What do you know about the Nuka-Cola Quantum? Okay, we don't need to know about any of this stuff. How about, here's all the Nuka-Cola Quantum I am carrying.
Yay! I knew I could count on you. I promised to put them to good use.
Okay, so 31 Nuka-Cola Quantums removed. We've also been given 390 experience, 1,240 bottle caps, which is quite a bit, and what about the Nuka-Cola schematic?
Yay! You're back!
Is there anything else interesting to see near Girdershade? What type of recipes can you make with the Nuka-Cola Mississippi Quantum Pie recipe? Tell me again what you need for Mississippi Quantum Pie. Has Ronald been bothering you?
Oh no, he's such a cutie pie. He never bothers me.
Okay. All right, well, that was pretty anticlimactic for a freaking
I really hope you're not thinking.
Quest that we took so long to get the ingredients for. Let's take a look at our notes. I didn't see a notification. Yeah, what the hell? Were we given a Nuka-Cola Quantum recipe before? We must have. That's really weird. But the Nuka-Cola Quantum challenge has been completed.
Breaking into there.
Okay, let's just double check here. Definitely don't want to miss that.
Yeah, it looks like, I guess we got the Nuka-Cola grenade recipe before this, or the schematic before this. Alright, so before we leave Girdershade, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys everything that this place has to offer. So let's go ahead and save the game really quickly, because this stuff is going to be pretty evil. So we're going to go ahead and blow this lady's brains out really quickly. Goodbye. We lost karma. What? Why do we lose karma? That doesn't make sense. Of course, that's sarcasm. Of course we lost karma. 32 caliber rounds. So she's got nothing on her. But I was hoping for a key to that there Nuka-Cola pristine machine here. It requires a key, but we don't have it. Okay, so maybe you can't open that. I forget. This, however, is locked with an easy lock. Let's open and see what's in here. Cram and ice cold Nuka-Cola. Ice cold Nuka-Cola is like a more unique version of the regular Nuka-Cola, obviously. Alright, well, I guess you can't open that pristine machine. That's weird. You might be able to, but I'm just not remembering. What? So this is Ronald Laren. Sierra is dead.
What? What the hell happened?
The Nuka-Cola Corporation had her killed.
Crap. This has to be about the Nuka-Cola machine I got for her. It had this label on it saying, "Warning, if you tamper with this unit, you will have to answer to the Nuka-Cola Corporation." Now I bet they're after me. Oh God, I gotta hide. I gotta go.
Yeah, well, before you do that, buddy, I'm gonna go ahead and blow your brains out too. So the thing about this guy is, no. The thing about this guy is that usually when you come to Girdershade, you know, you start the quest and then you realize you have to go on a collect-a-thon. You don't usually know that, oh, I need to get 30 things, so you get them before you come here. So usually what happens is you go in there, you talk to her, you leave, and then this guy asks you to, I believe, give him the quantum so that he can give them to her and look good in her eyes, because I think he's like in love with her or something. I forget what this guy's deal is. But he also has the kneecapper, which is a unique double-barreled shotgun, and I forget what this does, but I'll go ahead and look it up in a second and I will tell you guys. But yeah, it's a unique double-barreled shotgun, and I don't think it looks any different, but it probably does extra damage or something. So let's go ahead and take a look inside this guy's house too, just so that we don't miss anything. But yeah, these are the only 2 places in all of Girdershade. Alright, so let's see. Anything in your fridge? Probably not. Nope. Squirrel stew, gross. Foot locker with nothing in it. Nothing under the beds. That's something you always want to check for in Fallout, because they will definitely hide stuff under the beds. It looks like he's got some random assorted bottle caps, and that's it. Alright guys, well I'll go ahead and double check with this quest to make sure that we didn't miss anything, and I'll also tell you guys what this kneecapper does. But in the meantime, we are going to head to our last and final side quest of this entire game and this entire playthrough, so I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, so before we head on over to Oasis, so we pretty much did everything that we should have done with this quest, but you can give the Nuka-Cola bottles to Ronald for twice the caps, but at a loss of karma, and he will attempt to, like I said, hit on her, but she misunderstands his advances, and it's like a funny little bit of dialogue. Also, the kneecapper deals much more damage and is significantly more accurate than the regular sawed-off. It's not as accurate as the combat shotgun, but deals more damage per shot, though it must be reloaded 6 times as often because it only holds 2 shells. The kneecapper does damage through raw power alone, since it does not deal any critical hit damage. So there you go. That's the kneecapper. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I'm going to make my way to Oasis, which is the location of the final side quest in the game, and a very interesting and unique one at that. It's my favorite one in the entire game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are at the gates of Oasis, and I'll show you guys where this is. It's really hard to find this place, not the actual location. Well, yeah, the actual location. The map marker's easy to find. It's right there. There's the Clifftop Shacks. There's Vault 92. But, like, there's a very thin path that leads up to it, and you sort of have to, like, circle around it until you find it. But anyways, we have 2 blue blips up here. We've discovered Oasis.
Outsider, you have arrived. Please, come closer. I have something of the utmost urgency to speak to you about. Do hurry. He doesn't like to be kept waiting.
So that's not odd whatsoever. That man's name is Tree Father Birch. He's got some clothes that have some tree branches woven inside of them. We also have...
I'm so glad you're here. It's been a while since anyone's visited us, and he's been waiting for someone like yourself to arrive. If you wouldn't mind following me, I'll bring you right to him.
And notice that him is capitalized. Just a minute, who are you and what is this place?
I'm sorry. In my excitement, I got ahead of myself. I'm Tree Father Birch, and I have the great fortune of being leader of his people, the Tree Minders. Beyond that gate is our home, Oasis.
Who is waiting for me inside?
Why, he is, of course. If you'll just follow me to the pavilion, all will be explained.
Okay, I'll follow you. Lead on. Whatever. Why would anyone agree to this?
Me. All will be explained soon.
Revel, outsider, for he has chosen you.
Okay, branch tender maple. And you'll also notice that these trees are very much alive, unlike pretty much all the other trees in the nuclear wasteland. So, we have like a palisade door here, or I don't know if that's the right... I use that term because I used to play Age of Empires 2, Age of Kings, and you could make like a wood... you can make wooden walls, and they were called palisades, but I don't think it's the same thing. Anyways... Okay, so we've entered what seems to be an oasis, a place that is not touched by the radiation, it would appear. Very nice, and the reason this is my favorite quest is just because it's so different from everything else that you find in Fallout 3. Okay, so, do we have a quest pop up yet? No, it didn't. Alright, so let's head to the center here, I guess. Okay, and this is the head honcho here, Tree Father Birch, so I'm assuming we want to talk to him.
You have no idea how overjoyed I am to see you. Normally, outsiders are forbidden inside Oasis, but he has made an exception.
I've never seen any place like this.
No, I suppose you haven't. In fact, few who live outside of Oasis have. Everything you see around you, from the tallest tree to the smallest blade of grass, is a gift from him.
The way you're saying him, I could swear you're referring to a god.
He's no mere god, my friend. He is the one who grows. He is the one who gives. And he is the one who guides. Thanks to him, the tree minders have a home.
Speech 100%. I may be willing to help, but I need straight answers about who he is.
I would have preferred that he made the introduction, but I understand your hesitation. The Great One is a god tree. A living, breathing, speaking god tree. The tree minders are blessed to have this being watch over us.
Well, that sounds magnificent. I can't wait to meet this beautiful creature. Why do you call yourselves tree minders? That doesn't matter. Tree minders, huh? That's a strange name. That doesn't matter. I think you're all a bunch of lunatics. Well, we're not rude. So what was all this about meeting somebody?
Yes, my apologies. I don't speak to outsiders very often, and I tend to get lost in conversation. As you approached Oasis, he said you were coming, and I was sent out to meet you personally with a request. He wishes to meet with you. You'd be the first outsider to do so in a very long time.
I would be honored to meet this person.
Yes, person. To meet him, you must undergo the ceremony of purification. Once that's complete, you'll be able to speak to him. Whenever you're ready, we may begin.
Okay. Just a minute. What does the ceremony involve?
It's simple, really. You drink the sap from the basin here in the pavilion. The sap will purify your mind and body of anything harmful that could possibly hurt him. I assure you, nothing harmful will happen to you.
Yeah, right. Sap. Okay. Okay, let's begin the ceremony.
Very good. Take your place in front of the basin, and let's begin.
Okay, so I'm assuming this thing here is the basin of purification. We've also been given a quest added called Oasis. I never liked how the quest was called Oasis because that's the name of this place, but whatever. Undertake the tree minder ceremony, and it looks like it's pointing to the basin, so let's activate it. The basin of purification is filled with some sort of thick, viscous sap. Let's drink it.
We
Whoa.
will now recite the blessing to ward off any harm the outsider may be carrying before he proceeds to the grove.
I bid you depart, agents of destruction, through the power of his divine will.
Leave our homes and bodies immediately. Live no longer in them, but pass over into places where you can harm no one.
In the name of his frondescence, I call his wrath upon you, so that wherever you may go, you bear it with you.
And, diminishing from day to day, you may disappear, except where you serve the health and good purposes of mankind. May no trace of you be found.
All this, may he be so good as to grant us, who is to come to judge the living and the dead, and the world by his verdure.
Amen. Soon, you will pass peacefully into sleep, outsider. And when you awake, you will witness his glory firsthand.
Okay, loading screens are never really good after situations like that. Okay, completed to undertake the tree minder's ceremony. Looks like we've been moved to a different location here. Let's go ahead and move forward. Oh, what a beautiful tree that is. But I'm not seeing a face or anything. Let's go ahead and move to the other. Oh my god, what is that? Kill it with fire. Yes, this is the talking tree they were talking about. And you can see that it's some sort of mutated thing with a giant eyeball and disgusting, disgusting lips. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to it.
Glad to see you're finally awake. I can't believe they made you do that stupid ceremony. They listen when I talk, but they don't hear. You know what I mean?
I must be dreaming. I've never met a talking tree before.
Neither have I. Well, I mean, I talked to Herbert, but he never really says anything back. Do you, Herbert? he kept growing around me. Maybe for calling him Herbert all the time. His name's really Bob. I think it's funny when I call him Herbert, though.
So at this point, I would just be like, all right, and then I would leave and never come back to this horrible place again. So you're trapped in there inside this Bob thing?
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way. See, Bob used to ride around on top of my head, sunk his roots right in there, you know. Well, eventually, he got bigger than me, and then I pretty much ended up inside.
How did the tree end up growing out of your head?
It was a long time ago. I tend to lose track. I was exploring some sort of a military base with some other people. I think it was called Mariposa. We were pretty deep inside and we found some weird vats of this nasty green goo. Right when we were about to leave, I think we were attacked. Yeah. Last thing I remember before blacking out was something knocking my friend into the stuff.
Well, hopefully your troubles will be over. I'm here to help.
You have no idea how glad I am to hear that. Or we're glad to hear that. Me and Bob. I had you brought in here to ask a very simple favor. Would you please kill me?
You want me to murder you?
Oh, no. It wouldn't be murder. You'd be doing me a favor. You see, I've been stuck here for over 2 decades now, rooted right into the ground. The only friends I've got are Bob and those weirdos out there who think I'm a god.
How would I be able to kill you? You're a tree.
How to put this? I've been feeling rather spread out lately. I think Bob's kinda shoved my insides around some. It's hard to tell where everything is, but it's always that way with one's insides, isn't it? Anyway, I believe Bob's carried some of my organs into his root system. I want you to go underground and destroy my heart.
How would I be able to kill you? If I kill you, every tree minder will come after me. Why don't you just kill yourself? Okay, I'll do it.
You will? You made us so happy. Isn't that right, Bob? Just give me a little time to say goodbye to good old Bob, and then I'll be ready.
Well, goodbye for now then, Herbert, or was it Bob?
No. Herbert is the tree. Bob is his real name, but I call him Herbert because I think it's pretty funny. But I'm still in here too. What's left of me? The name's Harold.
Okay, so enter the caves below and destroy Harold's heart. So this is a tree named Harold, and he's fused with, I guess the story is that he fell into a vat infused with something or something, and he turned into this horrible tree monster, and he wants us to end his suffering, and to do so, we can do one of two things. We can be an evil bastard and kill him with fire. I remember a missile launcher works, as well as a shish kebab and a flamethrower, or a flamer, and anything else, pretty much. But that's the evil way to do it, but it's also very simple. Or you can go into the caves below and kill his heart, and that's the humane way to do it. So I think you guys know what I'm going to choose, but we're going to do that in the next episode. Thanks for watching this one, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Grohlvana, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.